Hello everyone, this is Manoj. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll show you how we can create a beautiful website using HTML, CSS only. So this is the website we'll create using CSS and HTML only. So for that, I'm using Visual Studio Code, and in our project, I'm having only two images. One is for the background, one is for the logo. So let's add a new file and save it index.html in the same folder where you are having these images. So let's add HTML tag, and inside your HTML, let me give some default tags. Website using HTML and CSS, and inside the body, website using HTML and CSS. Save this. Let's see how it looks on the browser. So you can see that this is the browser. Now let me remove this one and let me add a div with the class banner, and inside this let's add a div for navbar, and inside this let's add our logo. For logo I'm using this image, so logo.jpg, and give a class logo. We'll create that class, and inside that let's create a UL for the menu, and inside LIs let's create some hrefs for the hyperlinks. So for that, home, let me copy paste. So the menus are home, flight, hotel, charters, yacht. Now save this, and let's add a new file and save it with the extension .css. So we'll write our styling over here. So margin 0, padding 0, font family, let's say the first one, and after that dot banner. So if you see our document as of now, there is no background. So let's create a banner class for that. For banner, let's take width as 100%, height 100 VH, background image linear gradient, and 0.75. Let's copy the same, and URL. We are using this bg2.jpg. So bg2.jpg, and background size is cover, and background position is center. Now go to your index.html and inside head, let's add this CSS file. So link, well, here we will get style sheet, and after that we have href which will link this CSS file into our HTML document. So here style.css, save, go to browser. You see we have our background image now. Perfect. Go back to your style again. Now let's create a nav class, nav bar. So let's say width 85%, margin auto, padding 35 px and 0, display flex, align item center, and justify content space between. So it will auto adjust the space between the items. So we are done with our navbar class. Now let's create a class for logo. If, as of now, logo is very big and it is not on the right position. So logo, let's say width 120 pixel and cursor pointer. Nice. Now let's work on this UL. So dot navbar UL li. We don't need to display any list style. So let's style none and display inline block. We need to display inline and margin 020 px. Save. So our menu items are in a single line now. Let's try to give some color to these hrefs. As of now, they are in UL and then li, and then they are anchor tags. If I go back to my code, so these are anchor tags. So let's work on this. Let me copy this one, and after li, let's put a. So first of all, text decoration none. We don't need to display any underline, and make it color white, and let's make it in uppercase. So text transform uppercase. Save. Nice. Now we need to display a hover effect under these menus. So how we can do that? So we'll use a after effect. So let's copy this, and after a, not a, for li, after, so content blank, and let's say height is 3 px, width 100%, and let's give a background with the color 688. So to be little teal, or you can say cyan color. So this is the actual color. It matches with our background image. So left 0, bottom 0. Save. In the li, give position relative. So now let's add the hover effect. Copy this, paste, and after li, give hover. And now let's remove this 100% to 0, and this bottom to minus 10 px, and let's add some transition. Let's say 0.5 second. And on the hover effect, let's give width to 100%. In the after effect, let's give position to absolute. Save this. So if you hover any menu, so the transition will come from left to right, the smooth hover effect. Perfect. Now let's work on the content part. So go to index.html. After this navbar class, let's add a div with the class content, and inside this let's add one h1. So for this I have a content, plan your trip, and after that let's add a p tag. For the p tag I have some text, and let's add a br tag here. Save. If we check our document, so this is our content. So let's create some style for this content. So go back to Visual Studio Code, and in the style, so create a content class, and inside content, width should be 100%, position absolute, top is 50%, so it will display the content with the 50% margin from top, and translate y minus 50%, text line center, and color, let's make it white. Save. Go to browser. So our content is coming in the center of our document. Perfect. Now let's add some h1 style, because we have h1 in our content. So dot content h1. Let's make some size too little bigger, 70 px, and margin top, let's say 80 pixel. Save. And after that, let's make the p tag. So similarly to h1, let's create content p. So it will apply on the paragraph tag on this one. So in the p, let's say margin 20 px auto, and font weight 100, and give some line height, let's say 25 pixel. Save. Go back to browser. See, the paragraph and our heading is now looking beautiful. Perfect. Now inside this, let's add two buttons. Button, and inside button let's add two spans, and here let's say tour. Let me copy this button again and paste. Subscribe newsletter. Save. Go back to your style or go to your browser. So these are two buttons. Let's give some style. So go to style.css, and after content.p, let's create a button class. Dot button. So let's give width for each button for 200 pixel, and padding 15 px 0. Text align should be center. Margin 20 px 10 px. give some border radius. Let's make buttons as some rounded. So 25 px. Font weight bold, and let's give some border. So let's say 2px solid hash 009688, the same color which we gave for the navbar hover effect. So after border, let's make them the background as transparent and give color to white and cursor pointer. After that, position relative and overflow hidden. So after this button, now let's give some style to span. So background, this one, height 100%, width is also 100%, border radius 25 pixel, position absolute, left 0, bottom 0, and let's make z index -1 so that the span will not cover the text. Let's go to browser. You see, our buttons are coming properly in rounded shape, the rounded edges. Now go back to style.css again. And now let's make some hover effect. So before that, let's give some transition for that span. Same 0.5 seconds. And now give some hover effect on button. So hover, and after that span, because we have span inside the button. So let's make width 100%, and let's copy this and remove the span and border none. Save. So let's go to browser. If I hover on this button, you see the smooth transition is coming on both the buttons. So this is how you can create any HTML website using CSS and HTML only. We don't need to use any fancy library or any package. So this is about today's video. I hope you like it. If you did so, hit the like button, share, comment. And if you are facing any problem, difficulty in your project, like you are doing any project for your college assignment, or you are doing some internship and you are facing some technical problem, so you can connect with me on my Instagram, or you can send me email. You can find my contact details on my YouTube channel description. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.